done so little, and it's so late in this model here, that if in fact banning foreign-funded mosques does anything at all, I fear what it will do is make us feel that we are actually addressing the problem. And here's what I worry about. And that is that the problem, of course, has gone far beyond that. Most of those who have attacked in France have been homegrown. They've been born and raised across Europe, in fact. They've been born and raised on our continent. Even here in the UK, those who have attacked our country have been born and raised British citizens. So do we think that by banning foreign-funded mosques, somehow we're going to affect the radicalization of those who are our own citizens? Do we not think that, in fact, those mosques have their own imams who are born and raised here, who have already adopted their own ideas and have gone far down the path of radicalization themselves? So that's the first problem I have with it. And is it an attempt to sidestep the problem? The second concern I have is, of course, look at the internet. Do we really think that by putting up walls and by just focusing on the foreign funding of mosques, and of course there is a problem, Saudi Arabia in particular is guilty, is a culprit here in its foreign proselytization for a very austere version of Islam. Saudi Arabia has long been funding and pushing out its own interpretation, its rigid, puritanical interpretation of Islam across the world. So I'm not denying there's a problem there, but do we think, secondly, that by erecting these walls in this way, by simply banning foreign-funded mosques, that somehow we're going to shield our young people from the influences of extremist ideology? Because let's consider the internet. Are we now next going to start banning foreign websites? Are we going to start blocking proselytization that's coming from countries such as Iran and Saudi Arabia, or even where particular countries may be unwittingly playing host to terrorist groups, such as, say, Afghanistan or Pakistan? Are we going to now start blocking websites from those countries instead? So I think that's what I worry about. I think it's impractical. And really what I'd want to do is start looking at more long-term measures, more community-based measures that address some of the homegrown challenges.